Hey guys, it's your host again of the Garchomp Daily. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I've been gone the past couple days. I know I've been saying I was going to push some more scheduled videos, and I still have my schedule. I'm going to be following through. And this was what I was going to go through next before we get into more, shiny hunting and just some more playthrough actual stuff. But with that being said, I wanted to really focus and really recap our recent Pokemon Day. I know that this week has been huge. I know it's been big for me just because of schooling and because of work. But now I'm going to focus on you guys, especially considering how you guys have just been awesome recently. You guys are always awesome, but you guys have just really made me happy while being on here. But outside of me reminiscing, I wanted to go over the trailer, but I also want to go over some news. Some news I believe that we really need to hit on just so we can focus on what to expect from Pokemon Legends ZA in 2025. And we already have some stuff in regards to when this will possibly be released. So we're going to go through Pokesutami and Soul Silver Art. So Pokesutami goes over saying, a Pokemon Legends ZA release date, while English presents as late. Now this was from the Japanese presents. They got something a little bit different than us. Even though that we got 2025, the Japanese present specified autumn. Japanese autumn technically starts September 23rd and is usually considered the last. Considered the last until sometime in November. So all along, I've said that we were going to get it around the holiday season from August to October. I even remember explicitly saying in one of our news videos that it was going to maybe be in October at worst. And I was right, just because you got to understand with Nintendo, they have kind of a certain track record when it comes to this. And Soul Silver Art kind of helps confirm this. As it says, this is huge. He does say that the depressing part of the presents for them is because it says late 2024, which is the release window that they said that they were going to handle. He says we could still get a September or supposedly even late August release, which that's possible. I mean, it really is. The good thing about them being ambiguous on the exact date is that it means they themselves probably haven't even locked down the date, so they left it open in case they need to change it. And I kind of like that, because I think that they're going to fix and roll out the kinks that are still within the game and just focus on what they really need to produce for us when the game releases. Because you gotta understand, they said that they're listening to the fans and they want to give back. This is their most ambitious project, yet. And with that being said, they want to make sure that this thing is released with as minimal glitches or issues as possible. So they're going to take their time from now all the way till whether it be late August or even October to iron out the game. Make it a nice fitted suit instead of a wrinkly one that you found in the back of your closet. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it. Sure, the wait sucks, but I'd rather the game be perfected than not. You know what I mean? And obviously we see them communicating, and then he says, "I need to be in September. Do you remember when when the Teal Mask and Indigo Disc was released?" And the second trailer was for Teal Mask was in autumn, which that's what we got, and then Indigo Disc was in winter, but also states scheduled for release, whereas ZA is releasing. So that is a difference maker. Like, Teal Mask and Indigo Disc were already scheduled specifically to be released on those times. This, for Legends ZA, it just says releasing, so there is a flexible time frame that they're going to focus and hone in on for this. And I find that quite neat personally, especially now that that we go in into the summer and into really just the spring and then into the summer, we can expect a lot more. So I really wanted to go into this just so we can hit up on it, but we always knew in not in Legends, but now in Legends ZA, but in X and Y specifically, of AZ's Floette. And may I tell you, AZ looks, as refreshed as ever. He doesn't look as cranky and old. He actually looks like he's just vibing, and I'm glad to see that they did him justice with his look. But we've always wanted access to his, to his Floette, and so Silver has an idea, and I kind of really do agree with his theory. But so Silver Art, goes on and says, since Legends ZA has announced last year, I've been a believer that AZ and his Floette would be a part of the game, and that we'd be able to finally obtain this Floette. To me, there's only 3 ways that this could happen. He says, a popular fan theory is that, AZ will die somehow, which that would be depressing. Last night I asked about why he would need a cane, because maybe his mortality, oh my good lord, his immortality is wearing off. He's starting to obtain mortality, he's about to eventually pass on. And now he says, I particularly like the theory below that says that Floette gave him at the end of X and Y his gave him at the end of the X and Y that he lost his immortality, and has been aging ever since. And that is that is a possibility, but he was kind of old to begin with in X and Y, but that's besides the point. But then he says, but I don't know how factually sound that is, so maybe he just passes peacefully finally after living 3,000 years and passes on his Floette to us due to our friendship. The other option is something happens in the PLZA ZA where this time he sacrifices himself to save the world and tells his Floette to take care of us, or for us to take care of her. Says this would wrap up his story in a great way, but also be a bit too final for a Pokemon game. So I would be really sad if he died. But again, I've always been huge with AZ. Just a story. Like I like AZ, and him dying wouldn't be unrealistic. So before we move on to Patrat being confirmed, let me know down below, what do you think is going to happen to AZ? Do you think he's finally going to pass? I don't think he's going to pass, but I do believe he's going to, maybe give us his Floette, because maybe his immortality is wearing off, and now he's becoming too old to, battle and help out Pokemon as he used to, and now he just wants to rest and live out his days, and, he feels that Floette would be better in our hands to be taken care of. And that would be sweet, so it doesn't explicitly say, oh, he's dead, but you could really, you probably hypothesize, oh, he is dying. He's slowly dying and he recognizes it, so to save the trouble of his Floette being hurt by it, he's going to give it to us, which that's possible. Now, before we move on to the trailer, which we'll do a quick recap of that, but Soul Silver Art, you'll go there saying, I love this new Meta Pokemon official account admin. This is a great post. Now I just need them to notice him. I'm watching, oh my god, I'm Watch Hog in their eyes, I think. Patrat being confirmed is crazy. And people are going to start screaming, Gen 5 remakes, which is still a possibility, but, the TGC or TCG player jump scare, I like that right there. But yeah, no, this is just really nice. This is the Pokemon we've not seen in a very long time. I even forget when Patrat was last seen. I'm like, wasn't it Gen 5? I genuinely do not remember last time I saw Patrat. Because I didn't see it in, Sword and Shield. I know Sword and Shield was pretty big with bringing back old Pokemon, but I'm glad. God, I'm glad. And it also just more so proves the theory that more Pokemon are going to, if not all of the Pokemon that we already have are going to be in the game. And I would really love that. But also just want to go over on the details here. The game looks beautiful. The game does look beautiful. And you can tell that that's not completely finished yet, but it does look really pretty. Yeah, so I am very, very impressed. So I definitely look forward to this. But I wanted to go over this trailer real quick. Just it's a 3-minute trailer. The first thing, obviously, we're going to get to see here is just, obviously the Lumio City, and obviously, with the subtitles they're talking about, with it taking place here, all of the shops. But that's one thing I want to talk about here. As I take a drink of my Dr. Pepper here. With this right here, this looks like the new Poke Center, and look at I'm kind of digging this. Now, I don't know if this is also where we're going to do our shopping, which it may, because look, you have the red side, which is for the healing, at the the blue side that is for the shopping, and look, you even have like a potion symbol here, and then the healing Pokeball symbol. So Nurse Joy, guys, may be doing both. And I know that recently they've definitely been expanding on the Poke Centers. We obviously got like the gas station vibe from Scarlet and Violet, and that's been huge. And now we may just go down to one clerk. And that is nice. I mean, you get to see, it's a really modern looking Poke Center. You got Budu down there. And it looks like there's like a mail symbol. Like maybe we get mail here. Maybe this is how we get maybe like just like Pokemon that we get for like events, it's like gift Pokemon. I have no clue, but I'm interested to see what this mail symbol is here, because we may get like mail. And obviously we get our first look at the wild zones. I am assuming the wild zones you have to complete so many areas. Maybe it'll be like a gym badge or something, or just some type of something that involves us battling to unlock these areas. And I know someone theorized that maybe in order for you to get these areas unlocked, you have to like catch every single Pokemon in the previous one, which I don't think is. I don't think that's going to be something that they're going to do, just because that could be really hard, especially if they are going to make it to where all Pokemon that has ever existed are accessible, outside of the legendaries, which you'll get however the hell they'll do that. But I think we'll do some type of like gym challenge or something. You know what I mean? You got Pat Rat there. You got some CGI stuff going on here. Not necessarily sure what this could be. Maybe this is how you can communicate with AZ. Maybe like this is how like he communicates with you to to do missions, and that's what you have to be set out to do. And then we also get like a bigger look at the Poke Center, which there's a double entrance. Which actually, the more I look at this Poke Center, the more I'm starting to dig it. It's like a really nice corner store. It's really, really nice. I'm really digging this. You get Edge Slash, I got the Garbodor line. The game just looks absolutely beautiful. And there's our starters. Get your graded Tipig and Totodile there. And, I'm obviously going Totodile automatically. But I love the other ones though. And there's our cast. God, I'm just really happy with AZ. He just does not show any expression. Urbane, or Urban, however you pronounce it. Oh, I don't like. I don't like the face that stopped on him. We got Tawny. They're legit the same. And I forgot how tall AZ was. I forgot he's like what, 9 feet tall. God, I forgot how old he is, but how tall he is as well. Oh God, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna say Sartico Incorporated. I don't know how to say that. You got Jet and Vinny. Vinny looks like a security guard, but I think the whole joke is that he's just the secretary, but I don't believe that. These guys are definitely villains. And for me, I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to pinpoint who she reminds me of. And I may do a separate video because I have a theory, but I'm not going to go over it now just because I think that would be a longer video for us. But there is a Pokemon villain that she reminds me of, and I'm going to wonder if she may be related to him. So we'll theorize that within the next video, which I will do ASAP after this one. Also, you get to also know something here with AZ. He's wearing a knee brace. I don't know what that means. I know it's just something little, but I'm starting to think that maybe his immortality is wearing off, and now he's starting to feel his age. But no, the character designs look nice. I love the new style that they're going with. It's all polished up. They're kind of building off the art style that you got within Legends Arceus, but it's a little bit more, colorful and popping out. So there's Fletchling. I know within the official map there was a lot of Fletchling, so I'm really liking this new catching mechanic and how we can look at that team though. Like you can have your Pokemon attack and then you throw a Pokeball as they're attacking. Which that may be a game changer because look, the Pokemon's health was basically gone and you caught it, where usually if its health is gone it faints. There may be a possibility where a Pokemon fainting only happens if you don't throw the Pokeball fast enough. Meaning, even if you do faint them, you can still have a chance of catching them. But maybe it'd be like a timing type of deal, so where it's like you can prevent them from fainting if you throw it fast enough, like they did there. And that is entirely possible, which I think that'll be a really cool mechanic. Just because it's so annoying when you accidentally faint a Pokemon, you have to like reboot your game or go search for the same Pokemon later on. And I love how Totodile just runs for his life. Yeah, and this is, and you get to just switch out Pokemon as you wish, which I think is crazy. Especially if you, I don't know if they're going to keep that for fighting trainers, but for wild Pokemon, I think that's crazy. Just switch out Pokemon whenever you want. I'm so excited for Mega Evolutions. I'm quite surprised that they didn't show any new ones with this, with this trailer. But we all know that there's new ones coming out. They've basically confirmed that they got new Mega Evolutions. But we'll have to see as the rest of this year goes on, when that happens. And there's a little Zygarde cell. Late 2025. What I find interesting is at the end of the video here, oh, there's our Rotom phone. Which I'm just wondering what this means. It's kind of ominous, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's anything like evil. But I'm going to predict it may have to do something with the old Kalos weapon, or just something, because just with how the tower glows with the Pokeball, it almost looks like the weapon itself on its little base pad here. So with the Pentagon. But let me know what you guys think of the trailer yourself. I know I said I was going to recap it, and I am here now doing just that. But I apologize again for being gone. I'm not going to be gone, I promise, going forward. I'm I didn't expect to be as busy as I was, but for now, just because of how I rescheduled, just for work, I should be a lot more available. So I look forward to uploading tomorrow. We are in the middle of moving, but I'm still going to make a video tomorrow just because I really want to do a theory about Jet, because I have a sneaking suspicion about her, and I can be completely wrong, and that's the whole fun part about theories, is that, you know, you're kind of taking a gamble. So let me know what you believe in the video, what you believe is going to happen, you know, with Mega Evolutions and everything else, with just from what you've seen within this video, and then just from my video in general, what you think we're going to get as far as features. I mean, I know we saw some features, but that's obviously not all of them. But let me know what you think down below. I definitely look forward to. I love hearing from you guys, and thank you again for almost getting me to 100 subscribers. We're almost there. I'm really looking forward to it. But as always, be a chomp above the rest, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. See ya.